What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another race in our NASCAR 2006 career mode series that we are doing here today. I just qualified here. I believe we're at IRP, and I qualified first on the pole in the truck series for this team. Super excited. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit looser for the race. It was just a tad bit tight, but we were about 2/10 faster than the second place car. So I'm really looking forward to this race now. I believe this is a track that we usually come to do test sessions for. So I'm expecting us to have a pretty good race, hopefully a really good finish to continue gaining ground in the standings. After this, we're going to be in the Busch Series, racing at the exact same racetrack. So hopefully the experience that we have here will kind of correlate with that one, and we'll be able to use that experience to do good in that race as well, and follow up on our win that we just had last episode at the Old Spice Raceway. If you haven't checked out that episode yet, please go ahead and check that out. It was a very awesome race. Super pumped about it. That was just an amazing episode. Couple wins that we grabbed. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, please go ahead and do so. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and do that. Really helps me out a lot. And smash that like button too. We're going to be covering a lot of NASCAR Heat 2 whenever that comes out. We'll be having a very similar career mode playthrough with that as well whenever it does get released, which I'm super duper excited about. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. He's going to get on me, on the outside of me a little bit here. I kind of let off a little bit too much in that corner. Should be able to clear him, yeah. Car's feeling pretty good right now. We were able to pull away there for a second until I started goofing up in the corner. But expecting a very good race out of us. Just need to maintain our line, try to pull away as much as we can. And this will hopefully allow us to take 4 tires on pit road. Depending, hopefully get a pretty good lead. But again, I'm always sketched out on doing that because our team isn't that great and pit stops haven't been that great. But we'll see where we sit at here in a few more laps before we start making pit stops and things like that. If we get a good enough lead, I'll definitely take 4. At least over a second, I could see ourselves taking 4 for sure. If not, you know, we'd be able to drive up, back through at least with 4 tires. But this track, for some reason, man, it's a lot of fun to race. Really reminds me of Milwaukee Mile, just kind of shrunken down a little bit. A little bit more banking, I think, than Milwaukee. I may be wrong, but it just kind of feels that way. And we just always run a lot better here for some reason. Have had a lot of luck here. And a lot of good fortune and a lot of fast cars, so always enjoy coming back here. I'm really excited about bringing the Busch Series car here. I am going to qualify for that race. I'm curious to see just how good we are in the cars. So far what I'm seeing, we're actually very competitive. We did race at a road course, so I seem to be a little bit better there than the AI is. So I'm counting that. We started from the back, had a very good race and drove up through there, but I'm curious to see how we start doing on the ovals. We had that 7th place finish, but I forgot where we were racing at for that. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember at all. But we haven't finished outside the top 10 yet in the Busch Series. I hope to keep that streak alive. So we're about out to a second lead. And our teammates, man, they are just, at least in the Busch Series too, they are horrible. Absolutely horrible. We're not on very good teams. Yeah, he is absolutely almost last. He's about midway. And when we get on the next straightaway, we'll see where this green guy's at here. He's about halfway through the pack as well, so not very good. Wayland Series, we're in one of the better teams, I think, even though it's not the most expensive team. As we get better and the prestige gets better, I believe they start running better, if I'm not mistaken. So they've been running actually very well. You know, top 10s, have several in the top 10 and standings. And that's just all part of the total team control, man. After we get done pitting, when we see where we're at, after we're done pitting, we'll go ahead and help them out, which I'm not going to pit this lap. So there's the pit road. It's kind of odd the place that it's at. Okay, so I know where it's at. I'm going to go ahead and pit this time then. Very weird the way the wall is right there. Alright, got on down there, good. We're just going to go ahead and take 4. Hopefully it doesn't bite us in the butt. I feel confident enough that we can drive back up if we're not too far behind. If they make a mistake, then we could be in big trouble. Very big trouble. You're talking a few seconds off, so... Right sides look good so far, please God. And even without them making a mess up, you mean 17 seconds. We are usually a couple seconds slower than anybody else that pits. Oh, was there a caution? Are you kidding me? Man, watch us go be a lap down. No, we don't want to pit. Thank God. Well, this is good and bad. It's good because obviously we're in the lead and nothing bad happened. It's bad because we can't help our teammates now. I was kind of looking forward to giving our teammates a hand. Which that caution might have shuffled him up a little bit. Well, he's still last. He's very last. So the green guy, he's actually kind of closer up to the field now. But just kind of sucks. Really want to give them a hand and try to move them up a few more spots than where they're at. But if we can get out to about a second lead, I might drop back and help out old green guy here. Just 7/10 now. Just knowing like I would do that and then something would happen. Something that I'm really waiting to see is a NASCAR game where the AI actually have pit strategy. They take 2 tires and they do random stuff like that. I'm really waiting for that game. Just to add for more realism. Honestly. Let's go ahead and switch. I think we got a good enough lead. And we can actually keep an eye on them too. So, only got a couple laps here to do something. Let's see how horrible this car handles compared to ours. Ooh. Ooh. It's very interesting to pass though for sure. We might just stay with this guy till the end. Got him into the top 10 though at least. Don't know what we could do here with 2 laps to go. So yeah, they are catching my guy a little bit, but I think we're going to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and stay with this guy. I'm just glad to be helping him out a little bit. They've really been struggling. So looks like we're going to be able to get him a good, solid top 10 finish, which is awesome. And we get the win. That's a great deal. Cool. So we're about to be going to the Busch Series race. Going to this exact same track. I've got a good amount of money there too. That's awesome. So I'm expecting us to have close to the same result. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit tougher and the car's going to handle differently because a lot more power. But I'm expecting us to have the same result here. Always ran good here. I feel confident that we'll have a good, solid top 5 car. But I'm going to qualify for it. Well, I don't know. Oh God, what's going on? A showdown. He wants a showdown. Charity event, not doing that. Probably just going to skip both of those. What does he want? If you can win the race by 2 seconds. Man. Wow. How long is this race? 24 laps. That's not a lot of laps. So I am going to go ahead and qualify. I don't want to screw ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and qualify, guys, and I will see you on race day. Alright, so we qualified in 12th place. Not what I was expecting. It looked like we were going to be qualifying in the top 5, but every time I crossed the line, it would jump back like 7 spots, so I don't know what that was about. Qualifying 12th on the outside. Always sketched out in this game, but qualifying on the outside, I'm just not comfortable with it yet. But hopefully we can get down to the bottom sooner rather than later. Wow, right there, okay. Maybe. Maybe. Deep focus mode right now. We're actually able to hold our line on the outside pretty well. Come on. I'm gonna let off the gas and get behind this guy. Lost 5 spots there. Oh, come on. Is he gonna get by me too? Is this Kevin Harvick right here behind us? I think it is, and that is terrifying. Our car is just not behaving right at all. Just having a really difficult time right now. Don't know if it's because I got Kenny Wallace all over me, which is probably a good reason. Come on, man, give me a break. Yeah, it's not running very good right now. Which, you know what that means? It's gonna be a pit strategy race. Just to gain some track position. Oh, come on. But I remember whenever Harvey used to run that Reese's car, that orange one behind us, that's trying to pass us. I remember that. I think he won the championship that year. If I'm not mistaken, he used to dominate, man, that 21 car. Absolutely insane. Tires are already going out. My goodness. Oh, this thing is terrible. We are going to tighten it up for sure. Take 2 tires. And kind of see what comes out of that. And you could see how much the tires are just being smoked. This is crazy. I remember running that yellow car before, right there. And the blue car right in front of him. I think I said that last episode, actually. Man, having just a really rough time right now. So, Truck Series, Busch Series, they drive totally differently. Even though you're on the same track, even though you dominated the Truck Series race, this is absolutely horrible. Take this progressive banking here. Like, I can run decent in the second line. But as soon as I, my God, get down into that line right there, I'm going to pit this time. Whew. Don't replace damage, right sides. Let's put you back up. My goodness, that was just absolutely horrifying.
Right side tires only.
Of course you would fall. How embarrassing. Nope. Alright, curious to see where we're going to be sitting at after all this cycles through. Only problem is that we don't have a car that we can really drive up through the field with at all. This car is just a huge pile of dog crap. I hope to God I don't blow a freaking tire.
The 83 car is looking right. Fuel down to half. The 119 car is trying to block. Going outside.
Oh, man.
White flag, last lap. Still there. You're okay. You gained another position.
All right, buddy.
Clear, clear.
I'm sure he's going to power drive me in this corner here. Oh, if we can get beside this guy, I might be able to get...
We're gonna have to take a look at this thing.
Yes! Oh, man.
Middle of the pack.
Not a great finish. Finishing the top half of the field, at least, but... Dude, that was some horrible... That thing felt horrible. That was so rough. Oh. You can tell he's mad. His mouth is moving very oddly. But for some reason I know he's mad. I don't know. Truck race went great. Bush race did not go as great. Kind of seen that coming though. Let's see what we got. You failed. I expected to. Angry driver. Let's apologize. Let's start apologizing. See if that helps. So next races are going to be at Watkins Glen, another road course. We ran very well there last time. 9 laps. And then we have Dodge Raceway. Very, very tiny track. Ought to be a lot of fun. So that's it for this episode, guys. I really do appreciate you guys watching. Next episode, like I just said, we'll be racing at those 2 tracks, Watkins Glen and Dodge Raceway. Ought to be very, very interesting. Two very different tracks from each other. But thank you guys for watching so much. This has been Mike from Pass the Mic, and I'll see you on the next episode.